think you could do it, but tell you to try when they talk all I hope. Had to keep it alive, spend a day in the Bronx, but you wouldn't survive. Can be low when I pop out, they know I've arrived. I go have conversations with Zoe, he gon' tell me pull up and come say what you know. I've been up, I can count all them days in a row. We don't say what we do, we be making the show. They say I be rapping too fast, but I say that you listening slow. Put your foot on the gas, gotta hit it and go. Gotta get in your back, gotta get in your mold. Even more than the past, time to get a new phone. Yeah, leave them all right where they at. Try to diss me, I bet I don't even react. Put a show on, I bet you somebody gon' I pick me a book up and drink me some water, invest in the stock. All them kids don't be bad, the
peace and
environment.
love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. I appreciate everybody's patience, staying patient with me. I've been locked in on a project, fixing my mom's crib all summer. So that has gotten most of my attention. I've let the cat out the bag a little bit on my co-parents in life. That's really my life now, but we working through things. But today is, a part two. It's the National Brisk Day once again. We got my guy Brisk in the building.
Type
You know what
shit.
I'm saying? My brother, my childhood friend, man, Chris McCullough, NBA draft pick, first rounder for the Brooklyn Nets, Syracuse alum. Right now he's an, overseas extraordinaire. But we come today with like a overseas horror story, you could say. And I ain't gonna lie, we gonna get to it, but I was super scared. When bro called me, I was scared. Like the first thing I could do was pray. Like I was like, I gotta pray for you. So I'm gonna start today in the same fashion. I'm happy to see my guy here. He was very, very far away. And I was just praying to God that my brother made it home. So let's close our eyes, let's bow our heads, and dear Father God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for every opportunity you bestow upon us. We thank you for the opportunity to serve us. We thank you for laying your hands on us as fathers, as men in this community. We pray for our children that you guide them throughout the school year. We pray for the mother of our children that they are able to nurture and teach and be present for our children. And then we pray for just the union of coming together as parents to raise God's children. We pray for peace. We pray for the ending of world hunger. And thank you again for getting my brother home safe. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So my brother, man, welcome back.
I appreciate it, bro.
How's it feel to be back?
I feel good. It's been a couple weeks now, but just being back felt good, bro. Like just to get out of there and get back to U.S. soil, you felt amazing. Felt good to see my kids, be around my kids. They don't really know much what happened out there. My son knows a little bit. I told him he's 10 years old, so he's a little older, so he knows what was going on. But besides that, I'm ready to tell the story.
Right. So we're going to get the people warmed up a little bit, and then we're going to get going. So you're allowed to walk away without explaining why. Silence is a full sentence. What does that mean to you?
Read it one more time.
You're allowed to walk. So this is from your Twitter, right? So
This
we
might-
do
this-
the
this-
X over here.
This might be old.
You're allowed to walk away without explaining why. Silence is a full sentence.
It just all depends on what type of situation you in. It speaks for itself, to be honest. And honestly, I don't know when I wrote. You got the date when I wrote that?
It was not too long ago. It was a retweet not too long ago.
I might have been thinking about something, thought about something, was going through something, and it kind of related to me, maybe. But that's a powerful tweet right there, to be honest.
Right. Run a business you can advertise being you.
Facts. That's for sure me. I just feel like when I started my business ventures and everything I got going on now and business wise, I just felt like it got to be authentic. It got to be who you really is. Me myself, I got a household name. I got to brand myself, so I got to make sure my brand is always looking right, looking good, and just like I said, be authentic with it.
Right. Survive too many storms to be bothered by raindrops.
The raindrops, bro. Yeah, that's another good one too. Just being from the Bronx, being from where we from, you go through a lot. A lot of friends go to jail, a lot of friends get killed, different things happening, overcome adversity, go to prep school, go to the different places, living overseas, not speaking a language, just always got to overcome adversity. So that's what I think that means.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to tap in on the boarding school world, to just have another guy across me that has been in that world. It's a different world, and you got to navigate and know where you fit in. Like, dudes get lost.
Get lost in the sauce.
They get lost in the sauce, and you see it, by how they carry themselves. They're trying to be a whole new character, and it's like, bro, like, just tone it down, bro. You know what I'm saying? But just tying that back because we still have Boys Club is coming to the Bronx. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know that.
I know that. I
Come
follow
on, baby.
I follow him on Instagram.
Come on, yo, listen. We
Yeah.
going up, bro.
Yeah.
This is good. Listen, you never close. Listen, I would bury me in that building if you ever close that building.
Boys Club is
Right.
real, bro.
Boys Club is real, and we coming to the Bronx. So I'm gonna definitely be the biggest ambassador there. I'm gonna be a big homie of the Boys Club of New York and the Bronx. And I'm super excited for that. But take us back a little bit to that Boys Club process.
For me, Boys Club, I think it started in, if not 7th, 8th grade. I was going to school in the Bronx, and then as a janitor in my school, I don't know his name, I forgot his name, but he was a janitor in my school. And one day he came to my game. This was my mom's first ever game. I think it was 8th grade, my 8th grade year. She came to my 8th grade first game, and I played good. I had like 25 points. I had maybe double for sure. I know I did. But he came to my mom, was like, yo, he got a lot of talent. Bring him to the Boys Club. There's a basketball showcase going on. And at the time, the showcase was for like 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. So I was the only 8th grader playing against all these high school players and stuff like that. But I went down there. I met a couple people, met a couple guys I'm still cool with to this day. And that was the best thing that happened to me, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Describe your first day on a boarding school campus.
My first day. Drop off. Moms, pops, grandpops came through, dropped me off, had all my snacks, set up my room and stuff. But literally though, my whole dorm, and I went to Suffolk was all boys too, or no?
Suffolk was co-ed, thank
See,
God.
I had all boys, so I was in an all boys school. I wasn't used to it. It was a culture shock to me, being out there, being in the middle of Connecticut, the middle of nowhere. There's not much phone service up there. It just was very different. It wasn't my norm. So the first 2.5, 3 weeks was a little hard. The schoolwork was hard. I wasn't used to the schoolwork because I went to public school in the Bronx, so it was very different. And then just from there, I had to learn how to become a scholar and a scholar athlete at the same time. Not just focus on basketball, but be a scholar. Right. Study halls is different.
I'm telling them the structure is different.
Everything is different, bro.
I'm trying to talk to the people, man. Listen, the school year just started. Public school start Thursday.
Yeah.
Children need structure and routine.
Mm-hmm.
Study hall was mandatory. There's nothing optional about it.
Nah, every day was mandatory.
Every day.
From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, you had something to do at a certain time of the day.
You're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
They knocking on your door.
Yeah.
They running down on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even when you got to go to the health center.
You know what
I'm saying? All of that.
Chapel.
All of that counts. Chapel.
You got sit-down dinners. Sunday, yeah.
You got sit-down dinners, sit-down lunch. Like,
it was real.
And to be honest, like, we need that structure, bro. Mm-hmm. And working in education myself, I see like, bro, everything is all over the place in this kid's life. So how could he focus? You can't focus on one thing. Like everything, you just had to go through the day. You feel me? I'm sure when you went to Syracuse, it was like, oh, like this is whatever. Like we've been doing this.
Yeah, I mean, so I went to 3 different high schools. So once I left Salisbury, I left a different person than when I came in.
Facts.
No, I came in 9th grade. I did 9th, 10th, 11th. Then I went to Brewster.
Right.
Went to Brewster for a year. Then I did a post-grad at IMG. So I went to 3 different prep schools.
Right.
But they was all different. Brewster was co-ed, but better in basketball. IMG was it was like a professional. I was around professional athletes all day long. Tennis players, soccer players, football players, is professionals, the whole campus. Right. So it was just different.
Right. Which one was your favorite?
IMG for sure. But Brewster was cool, but IMG campus was just different.
Right.
Just different.
What about as far as the people?
The people? I mean, I feel like everywhere I went, people was Salisbury. I had good people there. Brewster, I have great people there. Like everywhere I went, I always came across good people.
Right.
Genuine people.
Right, man. I mean, these are times. We're still a part of a very few people. Mm-hmm. Even though we know a lot of people that went because we went, mm-hmm. but we don't really get to see that much. If you get that experience, it's definitely once in a million.
Yeah, it's different, bro.
Boom. So this is retweets from Every Nigga Deserves.
Oh, that's my favorite page.
When you're starving for connection, you'll settle for attention, my nigga.
That's real as it get, bro. Read one more time.
When you're starving for connection, you'll settle for attention, my nigga.
Yo, I don't know, bro. That's my favorite Twitter page, man. I'll be on that page every day because they be speaking real shit.
Right.
not just for the niggas, but for everybody, bro.
yeah.
For I think for all men, to be honest. But like I said, it's self-explanatory, bro. That's a real tweet right there, bro.
Right.
I don't know what I was thinking or what I was going through, but I
Right.
felt that. I connected with that tweet at that time.
Right. And I'm listen, as the OG in the room today, like the young OG, man, I've been speaking about it all summer. I've been learning a lot about it, but that's love and lust. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
when you out here lusting for women, that's what you're gonna settle for.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna end up in situations that don't favor you. You're gonna end up with God forbid, a kid that you had no. That's the connection, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have a connection. You had a kid, a child with a woman that you didn't have a connection with, or vice versa, right? A woman had a child with a man she didn't have a connection with.
Mm-hmm.
That's where everything goes downhill. That's where you see things going on in the town that, from the parenting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the foundation of the people that birthed them,
Mm-hmm.
right? No love, no nothing, bro. Just a night out. It was Julio and the telly, and that's how we got here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It get like that sometimes.
it get like that. But we know too much now to still be doing the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's my frustration with society is like we're still going down the same road. We're still doing the same thing. We're not vetting people. We're kind of just running with the same game. And it's like, bro, the game is played out. The
Yeah.
streets is dry.
Yeah.
Feel me? Do what works for you and move from there.
Yeah.
But that right there, attention is the new currency. Attention is a drug, and clout is a drug.
Yeah,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? So people, that's what they settling for. You know what I'm saying? They're not looking to connect, even with they bros. Even when you tell somebody, yo, bro, that was a bad move. Now I'm your op. But I'm like, yo, bro, that was a bad move.
Yeah,
like,
but how many people really telling their bros that though?
I am.
Know what I
I'm
mean?
saying, I ain't like that. I ain't like that shit.
How many people really telling their bros
Telling
that?
you that. Father to father, nah, I'm not jacking that. Especially when it comes to some fatherhood shit. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
like
you gotta change the narrative now, bro.
Yeah, I
Gotta
don't
change
like
the
that
narrative.
So we all came from a black woman, my nigga.
Oh, we all did, bro.
Right. And that's going back to this just to get to the current topics a little bit, the whole Travis Kelce situation. And a lot of men say if it ain't snowing, I ain't going in. It's that right there is that's your whatever, your sexual preference, whatever you want to say, but if that's what you're attracted to, then let's not bash anybody else in the process, right? Because that's just you. That's your bop. That's your wave.
It's your speed,
right?
man.
That's
you
your
like
speed.
what you like. Yeah.
Leave it at that though, because you don't have to bash one to pick another one up, right? Like that's when it gets, because racial, and it's funny, right? You don't see nothing racial going on social media right now. It's not right, but it's gonna come through when election time comes, right? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pop that in there. Everybody running with the whole race.
That's crazy.
Right?
I was someone that's like 2 days ago.
Right. So for me,
Wow.
if that's your speed, then keep it at that. But let's not, put one down to bring another one up, especially when you don't even belong to that race. I mean, once they kick you out, you know what I'm saying, or they wouldn't even accept you really. You know what I'm saying? So definitely got to tighten up on that side of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was gonna let this one live, but I know that you're very good at your social media presence, how you carry yourself, your brand. PJ Washington.
Oh, I just seen the video today. That's what we talking about.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, that was bad, bro.
I don't like it.
I seen the video today. I mean, I don't really want to speak too much on. I mean, I don't know, like who would. So the video I seen, was that her mother recording the video while she was talking?
Yes.
See, I don't know, cause for me, I can't disrespect someone's mother because he was throwing a Frank stand.
There it is.
And I come from a place. My moms didn't raise me like that, so I personally couldn't do that. So when I seen the video, I'm like, damn, that's bad. I understand what he's probably going through.
You got money, and you still think like that.
But for you to disrespect a elder woman and to say the things you say, that was wild, bro. That was wild.
And that's her son grandmother.
Yeah, that was crazy. He threw the Frank stand at her.
Threw the Frank stand at her. Bad business.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think overall in that situation, there's two things that always have to stand, and that's love and respect.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if we talk about it biblically, a man is supposed to love his woman, and a woman is supposed to respect her man.
Absolutely.
So they didn't have none. Once again, right? Lusting, right?
It might have been one
nice
night thing.
Team,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got the bag, son wailing. He's young. He's super young. He's still young, but he's not understanding the bigger picture, right? this is you're gonna have to explain that video.
But that video it's gonna be on it's on the internet, so everybody's seen it. When his child get older, his child gonna see the video. It just bad. It's overall bad.
Right.
It was crazy, bro.
It's overall bad. I think he bit he bit the cheese a little bit too. 'Cause if you knew you was being recorded, then why would you talk crazy? Yo, just get my son. I'm gonna holler at you. I'll tell you later, and I'm out.
Close the door, slam the door in the face, something like that. But
I'm gonna be in the car, walk him over, right? But you already know that you were being recorded, and you still crashed out.
yeah, that was
You know
crazy.
what I mean? And I think they knew that going into that. Now you're gonna see she's going on a press run next week, probably, right?
Who knows?
Brittany
bro?
Renner's going on a press run next week, and she gonna take it from there. But listen, man, we are moving on from all of this,
They
and
threw the Frank out her, bro. That was
that's nasty.
that was
bro.
bad work.
Yeah, that's bad work. Your son, grandmother, SMD but that's that generation too, though.
Yeah.
We don't do that where we come from. I tell the kids every day, yo, I pressed the kid at school, and he was like, yo, Mr. B, everybody think you press me. I say, oh, Bishop, you don't do that. I'm trying to save. I'd rather you say that to me in this school building than say it to somebody in the street.
Yeah, because it could get nasty.
Somebody might pack you up.
Yeah, it could get
And
nasty
you guys
outside.
don't think like that though. They don't think
Yeah.
we think of worst case scenario because we done seen worst case scenario 100 different times.
hmm
So I think of I'm very conscious of what I say to somebody, right? Especially in the heat of the moment.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I never said it before though. I said it before when we was younger. I would, man, this and that third eye.
Right.
But as you get older, you don't. He's supposed to know better. He's supposed to, everything he do is under a microscope. He's supposed to know better than that.
He's the entity.
Yo, everything he do.
This right here, PJ Washington, is the household name.
Yeah.
And all these people are the umbrella under him, right? Listen, they're going to have to do some co-parenting counseling or something. But
it's bad, man. But
but it's going. Listen, man, she taking that video to court. You see, but hey, that you gotta be smarter than that, man. You already knew the camera was on. But listen, man, we were first. What made you call me?
the call happened. I think I might have called you before I left this place.
Yeah, you were there when you called me.
Yeah, I called you before. Mind you, first of all, it's not even no. Matter of fact, I called you when I was in Turkey.
Yes.
I called you when I was in Turkey because there's no service in where I was at. I was in Tripoli, Africa. There's no service out there. As soon as you land, there's no service at all. Don't matter where you at. The hotel, you got to get lucky to have service out there. If not, you got to use someone's hotspot to even have service. So it's just bad out there in general. But this my experience alone out there. I just feel like I'm not the only person that been through this before, but I'm going to speak about it. So that's why we're here today.
Right. So when did things start to go left?
Do I start from the beginning or do I start?
Oh, we going from the beginning. So, all right, cool.
Hey,
They reach out to you. How did you end up signing it?
So I'm gonna tell you how it first happened. So when they reached out to my agent first, and over there in that area, that's not really my market of basketball. So I always turn stuff down from over there, anyways. Second day, they called back again. Then they upped the money. So I'm like, fuck. Let me think about it, because now the money is real good, and it's only a certain amount of days. It's 20 days. I done been worse places for 20 days. You know what I mean? I'm like, I could thug this out. As long as I got my game, I got some Wi-Fi, which they said, you got Wi-Fi, you're going to be in a hotel by the beach, you good. I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't tripping. Then we'll put the icing on the cake. One of my boys from New York that he played for my AAU team back in the days, but he played with the younger squad, but I knew him for a lot of years. He said he was going out there in the same team. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go with you just because. My agent already said, yo, I don't think you should go. It might not be a good idea, but I'm like, yo, fuck it. I'm going to make my own decisions. You feel me? At the end of the day, I still got to feed my family.
Right.
That's what happened. That's how I went there, bro. Besides that, I wasn't even thinking about going there. I wasn't going to go. I turned the first deal down. The second deal, they came back with more money. I'm like, yo, I'm going to go only because my man going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What was your agent's reservations? Like, what was, like, did he explain why he didn't want you there?
Yeah, he was like, I mean, of course he, like I said, it's not really my market. The basketball market is Asia. I make good money in Asia, so he was basically like, yo, honestly, I don't feel comfortable with you doing this. I'm not sure how it's ran out there. I don't really know this team. I know of the team, but I don't really know if they're going to bullshit you with the money. I'm just like, yo, you know what? It's this certain amount of money and these certain amount of days. Just you know what I mean? I'm going out there with somebody else. Just let's let me go.
Right.
Then that's how it happened. Shit was wild though, man.
So this goes into something. I'm gonna send you this afterwards too,
Yeah,
because I watched this video yesterday. But it says, did God assign it or did you assume it?
that's tough. That's
And
tough.
that's the confirmation right there,
That's
because
tough.
it's like through your agent, God said, this is not what I assigned.
Mhm.
But through your assumption, that's what you went with. Right? And it says, God's way produces fruit and your way produces stress and burnout.
So how I thought about it, right? Because mostly since I've been an agent for so long, I technically don't even need an agent for what I got going on in Asia. I get my own deals because I got a household name out there. So I just have an agent to make sure my paperwork is good. He makes sure I got flights in my contract and certain things in my contract that I really don't know of, but he know about. That's why I got to get an agent. But besides that, I'm like, yo, it's only 20 days. You know what I mean? I've already turned the first thing down, but they offered more money. How worse can it get? I'm not even thinking. I'm thinking about the worst thing possible, but I'm like, yo, maybe it's not gonna get that bad.
Right.
And then I'm out there with my boys, so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be good for 20 days. It's only 20 days. I'd have been around the world for a year and a half straight in worse places. So I'm like, in 20 days, I could knock it out the park.
Right.
Then shit get ugly.
So how were you welcomed and received by the team?
When I first land, so when I first get out there, my boys already out there for a whole day before I got out there. I get out there, dude picked me up from the airport. So when I first land, my first visual of the place, it's like a bombed plane on the runway. Literally a bomb plane on the runway, bro. I never even seen a bomb plane before. Besides Call of Duty, I don't even know what a bomb plane look like. It's a bomb plane on the runway. So I'm like, damn, this shit is actually a war zone for real. This is some real shit. All right, so I leave out the airport, you know what I mean? They welcome me or whatever. Happy to have you here. We're gonna take you to the hotel. We got your hotel on the beach. Boom, we driving to the hotel and I'm seeing the area and shit. But me being me, I'm always aware of my surroundings. I'm looking at everything. I'm trying to remember streets. I remember certain shit, so I'm just aware of everything. So as we driving, we get closer to like to the hotel and we driving by the beach. The beach looked like they dropped the bomb on the beach, bro. Like
Right.
literally, like it looked like they dropped the bomb on the beach. It's little kids playing on top of like a old, like it looked like a tank. I don't know if it's a tank or not, but maybe an old bomb car. But they
Right.
jumping off of that shit into the water.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, this shit is actually crazy. So I'm like, whatever, let me thug that shit out. So we finally pull up to the hotel. No, we pull up to another hotel, which one of my other teammates was in. And I guess they dropped his bag off to him. So like I'm saying, I'm being aware of my surroundings. I remember that hotel. So then they pull off and we go to a different hotel. So I'm like, damn, why don't they leave me with another foreign player? Instead, take me to a different hotel. So whatever. I go to the other hotel. My other teammate there, the one from New York that I know. So we link up, we cool, we talking about shit. First day, I go to practice, whatever, practice for like an hour, little shooting shit, nothing too crazy. But on my contract, when I supposed to have land, I supposed to have money on arrival. So as soon as I get there, you're supposed to have my money. Before I even put on a practice jersey to go practice, I didn't have that shit. But I'm like, yo, I want to shoot anyways because I feel like I got off the plane. I need to get my legs back, so I wanted to shoot myself. So we practice. So after practice, they like, yo, tomorrow we gotta fly to Benghazi because we got a game in 2 days. So I'm in my mom like, Benghazi? What the fuck? Like, I'm already in Tripoli, but Benghazi, I remember I watched a movie. There's a movie called 13 Hours, Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, when they killed like 5 Americans and like the US consul shit out there. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like that shit is like, can we even go there? Like, are we gonna get killed? So I'm thinking the worst right now. Long story short, we get to Benghazi, whatever. We have a game, we play, we lose the first game of the finals by 1 point, I think, or 2. I think we lost by 1 point. So we come back the next day. We got a second game, and the gym they have us playing in, the gym wasn't even like a FIBA sanctioned gym. We playing in the gym where there's no windows, there's n- there's no there's no door. It's like curtains blocking the door. So the heat in the gym is ridiculous. You know, everybody's sweating. It's like 100 degrees in Africa, so it's hot. It's like
Right.
100 degrees out there. The floor slippery, body cramping, full body cramps, and like shit was wild. We play the second game, we lose the second game. And after the second game, everybody in the locker room was mad. I looked at my boy, I just tapped him like, yo, honestly, bro, just be aware, bro. We lost 2 games in their country in the finals, bro. When we get back to where we gotta go to Tripoli, they gonna switch shit up. So just be aware. So I'm letting him know because he's like 3 years younger than me, but he only played in Italy. He don't really know the Asia or the Arab side of this shit. So I'm like, just be aware of certain shit. We finally get back after the game. We get to the hotel, and you could just feel the vibe. The whole vibe just switched. Everything switched up. Like now the dudes, like now the teammates that we have, they speak English too. None of them is talking English anymore. They talking straight Arabic, or like when we sitting at the dinner table, they sitting like in like a clique. So it's just me and him, and it's like 9 of them now. Instead of everybody sitting together, how we first did when we first got there. So I'm just aware of everything. I'm just watching everything. People, how everybody moving, shit. The coaches and shit. They outside the diner hall. They having like a little meeting and shit. I'm like, I don't know what they saying. They speaking Arabic, but I know certain shit about to pop off. They about to move funny. So I'm just letting him know, like, yo, bro, be aware of certain shit. They might replace us. They might do funny shit. They still ain't pay us yet. So I'm like, yo, fuck that. Like, what we gotta do is try to get our payment, whatever. Let's try to see what's gonna happen before we get back. So we outside in the back of the hotel, we chilling, and like I said, the coaches is having a meeting and shit. And I texted dude like, yo, what's up with the money? No money supposed to be here upon arrival. It's been 3 days, etc. We get no money yet. Dude text me a screenshot and show me a screenshot saying that they sent the money already. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, all right, well, it was a Sunday. So I'm like, all right, maybe it's going to come Monday. Maybe it's going to come Tuesday. I'll wait, whatever. 4 days passed by. I still didn't get the money. So now I'm like, what the fuck going on? Like, they playing around. And then he sent me the screenshot of the shit. So I'm like, my money should be here. There's no way. There's no banks out there. They send me a PDF form of like a fake bank receipt saying that they sent the money. They never sent the money. So now we get back to Tripoli. When we fly back, we get to the airport. All the coaches, all the staff, everybody just leave and take off. And me and my boy just in the airport sitting there like we got no ride home. We don't know how the fuck we getting back. We don't even know the address to the hotel. Somebody from the team came back like 2 hours later, finally dropped us at the hotel. So the whole time, me and him, we talking to what's going on and shit. And it's like 8 o'clock at night. Yo, we don't have no money. We can't take, there's no banks out there. So you can't even take money out. You can't get your own money. The team didn't give us no money. They didn't feed us. So now we out here for like, it's going on a day and a half. We haven't even eaten yet. We have like $12 to our name. Like $12 to our name. Not even USD. We have their money, $12 of their money. That shit got us 2 Pringles, I don't even drink soda. It got us 2 Pringles, a Pepsi, and ramen noodles, bro. That's what we had that night. So the next day go by. My boy live we stay in the hotel. He's the next door from me. He knocking on my door early in the morning, like 10 in the morning. Banging on my door, open the door. He like, yo, bro, there's no Wi-Fi. So I'm like, what the fuck you mean? I'm like, yo, go downstairs. And the Wi-Fi downstairs too. See if the Wi-Fi work. He go downstairs, come back upstairs. Like, nah, bro, the Wi-Fi is out. Like, there's no Wi-Fi in the hotel. So I'm like, yo, bro, I'm tired, bro. Just go lay down, bro, whatever. He like, nah, bro, get up. There's no Wi-Fi. We can't contact anybody. So I'm like, all right, let me get up. Get up, I go downstairs, see if my Wi-Fi works. The Wi-Fi's off. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is the team calling the hotel telling them to turn the Wi-Fi off so we can't contact anybody? I don't know what's going on now. Now we don't have no service. But from the first day, I remember when they dropped the bag off to the other hotel, that was like a 15-minute walk. So I'm like, yo, I remember the hotel. Let's try to walk to the hotel, say they got Wi-Fi. We leave the hotel, we walk to the hotel, we get there. Thank God we get to the first floor in the lobby. They got free Wi-Fi. So now we get the Wi-Fi and we started texting people. We getting mad messages now. Everybody trying to contact us and shit like that. And then we get a message from the team, like the team doctor. Team doctor texts us like, yo, at 11:30, I'm gonna be in front of the hotel. Just meet me outside because we gotta do testing. So we like testing, like what type of when they say testing is drug test, whatever. I didn't even smoke back then, so I wouldn't even like I wouldn't even what's the name paranoid. My boy had smoked before he got to Tripoli, so he like yo I don't want to fill a drug test. I'm like bro, just drink some water, drink like 5 bottles of water. You're gonna be good. Just pee one time. You're gonna be good. Don't worry about that shit. We gonna pass that shit. So um we finally get in contact with both our agents. We got the same agent at the time, and we telling the agent what's going on. Like yo, they ain't pay us. The Wi-Fi going off. We ain't eating almost 2 days. They ain't giving us money for food. They're not really fucking with us. And then at the same time, we found out that they moved the third import from that hotel to a different hotel now. So he's not even around us, but he's texting us, letting us know what's going on out there. And then what happened? The dude came, we ended up going into the hospital, take the drug test, whatever. But that way for them doing the drug test was so they won't have to pay us. So we could fill the drug test and they could be like, yo, yeah, we sending y'all home, we not paying no money. I already knew that was going to happen. So I'm just letting him know, like, yo, be prepared, because this is how they moving. They moving funny. They don't want to pay us. So they going to try to drug test us so they could fill us. So I'm like, yo, just make sure you take note of all this shit, because if you take this team to court to get all your money, you can have this on them. You feel me? That happens. So we take the drug test. We finally get back to the hotel, and they pick the third import up. They take him to drug test him, but they really didn't drug test him, which he told us they never drug tested him. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy, but whatever. Um, we get back to the hotel, and we walk to the other hotel now. So now we can get in contact with our agent and shit and talk to our people back home. We get another text from the team manager. He like, yo, at 6 o'clock, we gonna pick you up for practice. So I text him back like, yo, honestly, bro, we're not going anywhere till we get our money, until we get food, until we get something to eat, or just give us something, because we not just about to keep moving on y'all time, me and y'all treating us dirty. So long story short, he like, yo, just come to the practice. The owner of the team gonna be there, and y'all could talk out the money situation. So I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to talk to nobody, bro. Yeah, my money's supposed to been here 5 days ago. Yeah, y'all late. Y'all trying to drug test us. Y'all doing funny shit, and y'all have not even paid us yet, bro. If y'all gonna get another import, just tell me that, bro. I go home myself, but give me my money first. You feel me? So he like, yo, I hear what you're saying. Just talk to the team owner. You know, he gonna figure this out. So I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. Neither is he. Like, he gonna follow what I say, because I'm older than him. I know what's going on. We get back to the hotel. I'm just like, yo, bro, honestly, when you get in a hotel, bro, I said, when you go in your room, put a desk in front of the door, put your big luggage on top of the desk, and lock your door. Cause I'm telling you, say, yo, we go to sleep, and 6 o'clock come, and if we not outside, I guarantee you they're gonna try to come in this room and they trying to open your door. We go to sleep. I swear to God, 6:30, I hear somebody knocking on my door. I wake up, I open the door, it's the team manager. So he like, yo, what's up? Yo, we got practice. You not going to practice? Snapped on him. Bro, get the fuck out of here if I slap the shit out you, bro. He had a paper in his hand. The paper was a termination paper. So I'm like, bro, I'm not signing no termination paper till I get my money. I don't even know if my agent know this shit, bro. We don't even have Wi-Fi, bro. So first of all, I'm not signing nothing. Get that shit out my face. If you ain't come here with no money, we not going to practice. We ain't do none of that shit. Slam the door in his face. I am knocking my boy door. Boy told me the same thing. We not going nowhere. Close the door in his face. So now one of the coaches of the team, he's from Lebanon. It's two coaches. The older coach, he probably like 70, and there's like a younger coach. He's 27. That's my guy. I fuck with him hard. They knew that the closest thing to us was the young Lebanese coach. We would go out for food. We go with food with him. He'd take us to the store and shit. He would show us certain things, so they knew we was close to him. So now they texting him like, "Yo, where's your boys at? They supposed to be here. This, that, and the third. They not here. Call them, text them, see what's up, see if you can get in contact with them." So when he finally texts me, at this point, I don't even know if he's with them or he's with us, because I don't know if he know what's going on.
Right.
So I'm talking to him, texting him like, yo, honestly, bro, they treating us a certain way, bro. We have not eaten, bro. They didn't give us no food. They lied about paying us the money. They sent me a fake bank statement. What the fuck is going on, bro? So he's lost. He don't even know none of this is happening. He just think we not there. Like, so I'm like, yo, bro, this is what been happening for the past 2 days. Like, I don't know if you know or the other coach know, but this is what's going on. Long story short, they finish practice at 8 o'clock. He immediately comes to the hotel, takes us out, buys us food. Yo, when I tell you we bust down this shit, bro, I don't forgot what we had, but the food was so fire, bro. We ain't eaten 2 days. So we tearing this shit up. So we finally get to telling him what's going on, telling him the story, and he's looking at us like, bro, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like, yeah, bro, like I don't know if they kept this from you, or I don't know if you had an idea what's going on, but I can't even trust you right now. I don't even know if I could trust you. So I'm telling you certain shit, but I don't know if you really know or not. But he really didn't know. So finally he get in contact with the head coach was the older Lebanese guy. We tell him what's going on, and the coach he just stopped everything. He didn't go to the next practice. He stopped coaching them. He took us out for dinner, lunch, and took us to the supermarket the next day and gave us money so we could have to go shopping and stuff, buy shit we need. And we telling him the story and shit like that, like what been happening, what's going on. He had no idea because the team was lying to the coach, was saying like, yo, they taking care of us, that we good, don't worry about them. They had signed new imports, which we didn't even know, but they did it behind our back. But long story short, they told the coach that they was taking care of us. They gonna send us a flight back home. But the whole time we in a hotel starving, no food, no money. You can't go out, you have no service on your phone, so you can't call nobody. Then what happened after that? So we finally link up with the coach. So he decides like, yo, it was a game that day. He decides he's not gonna coach that game, and he's gonna like immediately withdraw from the team because he wanted no part in what they was doing with us since he didn't know. So he just quit everything. Like, yo, I'm not even gonna go to practice. I'm not gonna coach them. I'm just gonna withdraw from the team. I don't want to receive they money no more. I don't want anything. I'm just gonna make sure y'all straight, y'all good, y'all got food, and we're gonna try to get y'all flights back home and get y'all taken care of because this is unacceptable. So, long story short, we this is like 2 weeks in now. So at this point, um, I'm trying to get my flight back. I'm trying to get my money to be honest, and then also get my flight back home. So I'm talking to the team. The team they was like, yeah, we sent you the money. I don't know why you didn't get it. Maybe it didn't go through. Then the coach finally told me, like, yo, there's no way they sent you the money because there's no banks out here. The only way they have money is if they give you the cash. So I'm like, yo, this is Tripoli, Africa, like damn near Benghazi. I can't fly back with this amount of cash anyways. This is a flag country. So if I go back to the US with this money, they're gonna take the money and throw me in the back room. So I did not taking cash. So I'm like, yo, first of all, y'all lied about the money. Then y'all try to drug test me so I could fail, and I end up passing anyways. I'm like, yeah, y'all got a lot going on. So now I'm trying to get my flight back home, and I'm talking to one of the owners of the team, and the owner he's like he's firm on his shit, like, yo, we got the money right now, we want to give it to you cash because it'd be hard to wire it to you. So I'm like, if it's hard to wire to me, why did y'all tell me I sent it 2 weeks ago? You know what I mean, I got me thinking the money got lost somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where my money is. Y'all keep giving me the runaround when y'all saying y'all sent it. Then y'all send me a fake PDF form of the money, and I never even received the shit. I'm like, that shit is bad on your part. But I'm like, yo, it's all good because all that shit is noted. Because I'm gonna go to the FIBA court and we gonna get this shit figured out. Like, y'all not gonna play in the big tournaments no more. It's not even gonna be a team no more. I'm gonna get this shit figured out because I know I'm not the only person that this happened to, but I'm gonna make sure the story being told. So after that, my boy ended up getting his flight 2 days before me. So I'm out there 2 more extra days
By yourself.
by myself. But I'm with the Lebanese dude. He's taking me out. You know what I mean? He's giving me money to eat. He's taking me out. He makes sure I'm straight, make sure I'm good. But I'm thugging it out. I'm like, yo, like my boy got home, makes like he good, whatever. I said, don't worry about me. I'm gonna get home. I'm just gonna get my money first. Cause my boy, he gonna take them to court. He want everything. They gave me half of what I was supposed to get, but he want everything. So he gotta go to court. But the court takes maybe 2, 3 years, 4 years, who knows?
Right.
By the time I stop playing, I might not even get the money. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, I gotta get my half now, if anything. Cause he's like 4 years younger than me. He
So
said,
you got your half wired or in cash.
I got my half wired. But the way they had to send my money to Dubai, from Dubai, send it to me. That's how I had to get my money, bro. And then when they finally booked my flight home, I left. So it was a flight at 6 a.m. Monday. They didn't book. The first flight they booked was a flight from Wednesday from Turkey. No, Tuesday from like Tuesday night at like 7 p.m. from Turkey back to Jersey. But I'm like, how y'all gonna book a Turkey flight when I'm not even in Turkey? Y'all gotta get my flight to Turkey first. They didn't want to do that shit. I ended up booking my flight from Tripoli to Turkey at 6 in the morning. I left that day at 6 in the morning. and just stayed in Turkey for 2 days, bro. That ass.
So
I
another
would
2 days.
yeah, my agent was just like, yo, at this point, yo, let's just get you out of there. If you in Turkey, we know you good. Let's just get you out of there, and we know you good. Like, don't even worry about it. So at this point, I dipped 6 in the morning. I flew to Turkey, and I just stayed in Turkey for like a day and a half to my next flight. And then the whole time I'm in Turkey, I'm texting because I had 2 agents at the time. So my agent back home's from New York, but the agent that got me the deal, he's from Dubai. That's why they sent my money to Dubai first. So the whole time I'm texting him, but I never met him in person before. I just know him through phone, through text and shit like that. So I mean, at this point, I'm not trusting nobody. So I'm texting him like, yo, honestly, like, do you got the money or not? Like, you know what I mean? So let me know. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave this country and not have my money. 'Cause they're not about to play with me like that. So I'm texting him like, yo, do you got the money or not? He like, yo, just get on the plane. I'm gonna have your money, whatever. I'm gonna make sure I send it to you. I'm gonna make sure you know when I got it. Finally got the turkey. It was late night, whatever. First thing I did, I go to the bar, got me some drinks, bro. I had to give me some drinks, bro. I was
Right.
fed up. But he texted me like, yo, I got the money. I'm gonna wire it first thing in the morning. Wired that shit, bro. I finally got my money. That's when I called you when I was in Turkey.
Right.
For real.
Wow.
Shit was wild, bro. It's so many parts I left out still, but the shit was wild, bro. Like I got pictures of what we was eating out there,
Yeah, you sent me a few pictures
day
of
to
the
day basis,
ramen and
yo.
all that.
Yo,
Yeah, I was super scared. It's crazy because the aunt that I was on the phone with, I was on the phone with her on the way here.
mhm,
And I told her I was going to interview you because she asked about you. She's like, yo, how's your friend?
yeah.
Because I was on the phone with her. I was like, yo, I got to call you back. My man calling me. When I seen Brisk pop up and you call me and I was talking to you, I was just like, yo, bro, I was scared as fuck, bro.
Yo, this shit feel like a movie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like I said, it's so much shit I'm still missing out of this shit, but the shit felt like a movie. Like it was low key Trump. I didn't even talk about. So one of the days a day before I left, when I said my boy flew home before me.
Right.
So when he went to the airport, he said I don't know how he got service, but he was like he had to use someone hotspot, and he texted me. He was like, "Yo, make sure you come here with $500 because they threw me in the back room because they said my visa was expired. First of all, visas don't expire within 2 weeks.
Yeah, 90 days.
They don't
It's
expire.
90 days.
They don't expire within two
You get
weeks. So
90 days.
I'm just like, what the fuck? He
You
like,
can
yo,
go to
bro.
Europe today and you get 90 days from today.
Exactly. So I'm like, what the fuck? He like, yeah, they threw me in the back room. They made me pay $500. And then I don't even know how, but he ended up getting in contact with someone from the team that had to bring him money so they could give him his passport back so they could allow him to leave. So he called me and let me know. So the day before I left, I asked one of the team managers to take me to go get some, to take me somewhere where I could go get some money. You know what I mean? Long story short, dude drops me. He like, yo, I got somebody that's gonna help you get money. I'm gonna bring you there. He's gonna meet you there. He's gonna bring you to get the money, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. Dude drives me there and shit like that. We pull up to the place. It looked like a fucking like a castle, bro. Like the area is like a old castle, like an old town, maybe. We pull up there, and dude tell me he like, yo, he gonna he gonna know when it's you. He gonna pick you up. Just wait right here for him. So I'm like, all right, bet, whatever, nigga. I know you about to leave, whatever. Just let me know what he look like. The nigga, yo, he drives off so fast, bro. Drives off. I don't even know who I'm looking for. I don't know who supposed to pick me up. I don't know if he just gonna give me money. I don't know what the fuck going on. So long story short, I'm sitting down and it's just mad shit going on. So I'm just peeping at everything. I'm watching everything. And I see dudes walking, they just walking with like wheelbarrows and shit of cash, bro. So I'm just watching shit. I'm watching shit. People sitting next to me at a little table. I'm sitting down, like they got so many coffee tables outside. So it's everybody sitting down, like counting money, just doing funny shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? I'm watching shit. Motherfuckers walking with wheelbarrows with mad cat. And I mean, like niggas got like maybe 200 to 500,000 in a wheelbarrow just carrying this shit. So I'm looking at them like, where the fuck is this money coming from? Where they going to, first of all? And why is everybody around me count money? So I'm looking around, motherfuckers counting USD, counting Turkish money, counting Libyan dollars and shit. So I'm just paying attention to certain shit, and I'm looking around what's going on. As I'm looking around, dude tapped me on my shoulder. I turn around. He didn't speak English. He speak Arabic. He's like, just come on, follow me. So I get up, I'm following him shit. So you know, I stick out like an eyeball. I'm 6'10".
Right.
I'm not even Arabic. So they staring at me, looking at me and shit. And then one dude had said something, and he said some shit in Arabic, but then he said one of my teammates' name. One of my teammates, he's not no, he's Libyan, but he played for the national team. He's like one of the best players out there, whatever. Everybody know who he is 'cause he played for the national team. So he said his name. So when he mentioned his name, I knew he knew I was there for basketball, or whatever. So long story short, I walk in the back with dude, and come to find out, I'm in the black market where they traded money in that shit. So as I'm looking around, I see everybody count money. I see motherfuckers walking around with wheelbarrows full of straight cash. I'm just looking around, what's going on? I'm in the black market. I didn't even know that shit. And I had my credit card on me. So dude asked me like, how much you want? I'm like, bro, just give me $200. That $200 USD. He looked at me like, that's it. I'm like, yeah. He was like, yo, mostly people come here, they get maybe $20,000 or something like that. I'm like, just give me $200, bro. That's all I need right now. Come to find out, bro, I ended up being in the fucking black market, bro, out there, bro. That shit was wild, bro.
What was the part where you had to um give away a pair of sneakers to eat or something like that?
Oh yeah, see, that's why I left out too. So this is maybe like a week and a half in, where we had left my hotel because the Wi-Fi went out. So the hotel that had Wi-Fi, we would be sitting in the lobby for hours just talking to people, letting them know what was going on. And one dude, one dude asked me like, "Yo, y'all need a room?" And we like, "Nah, not really. But do you got rooms?" He was like, "Yeah, we got rooms, but you got to pay cash." We just looking at him like, "Bro, we don't have no money, bro. Like honestly, we don't. We have cards of anything." Dude was like, "Yo, I can't promise you room with cards. I would need cash." So we sitting down. I'm sitting on the couch. My boy, we facing each other. I'm on my phone and shit. And the dude walked by me. When he walked by me, he looking down on my sneakers, and he said something in Arabic. Well, I thought it was Arabic. I ain't really didn't hear him. So my boy tapped me like, "Yo, he talking to you." So I'm like, "What's up? What happened?" He was like, "No, yo, your sneakers, they very nice. I like them. I like the good color, good color, good color." So I'm like, "Oh, all right, cool. Like, you know what I mean?" I'm like, "You want these or something? Like, I'll give you a pair." That's just me being me. Like, I had extra sneakers. There was some Asics and some fire, some concepts though. Some
Right.
Asics. I'm like, "I'll give you a pair." You know what I mean? And come to find out, the dude who I gave the sneaker to, his brother owned the hotel. So I'm like, "Yo, don't worry about it." I mean, I'm like, "If you give me and my boy a room, I go upstairs and I bring you a couple sneakers down. Like, you know what I mean? Don't worry about it. It's all good. Like, I don't wear them. They brand new." So I showed them the shits, and it was like 10 of them. They was sitting at the table. They was playing cards. So when I showed him the sneakers and shit, he was so hyped because I think he was size 14. He was like a big dude, was size 14, but he was like, "Yo, I get one pair of sneaker every 2 years. They send the sneakers from Orlando." So I'm like, "Yo, I got 3 pair. I never even wore. They, you know what I mean? They brand new. If you want them, you can have them. I don't even care." I was just giving them just to give them. I didn't give a fuck, bro. But gave him the sneakers, and they gave us the rooms for free, bro. That ass gave us the room for free. And the whole time we be staying in the hotel and shit, everything we got everything free, bro. We didn't have to pay for that shit at all, bro. They took care of us in there. If we needed water from downstairs, we needed juice from downstairs, anything, they was like, "Yo, whatever you need, just go ahead." All because I gave him a pair of sneakers. Well, I gave him 3 pairs of sneakers, but shit, he ain't have none, so
Right.
that shit wild.
What was the thought about your kids? Like what was going through your mind when now you're a father as well, so what's going through your mind?
Honestly, I'm not even I wasn't even I really didn't want to tell him what was going on. Like my son was calling me like, "You still out there? You playing? Like, why I can't see the game?" I'm like, "I'm not playing right now. I'm trying to come home." But that's all I told him. I'm trying to come home. I didn't really tell him nothing else until I got home. So I wasn't really trying to really think about that the whole time. I'm thinking about just me getting out of that country, getting back to somewhere else where I know I'm gonna be good for real.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Uh are you dating someone?
Yeah, I've been with my girl for 4 years.
Right.
Yeah.
How did she take all of this?
I wasn't even trying to. It's so crazy because before I had went there, she had asked me, "Can she go there with me?" And I'm just like, "Yo, honestly, I don't want you to go." I'm like, "This is a war zone. It's
Right.
already not safe for me, but I'd rather you not go there. If anything, I'd rather take one of my homies there with me." Went out there by myself anyways, but at the time she's from Lebanon, so she went to Lebanon while I was out there, but I wasn't even really telling her what was going on because I didn't want her to worry or panic what was happening to me. So I just really didn't tell her for real.
Right.
Yeah, until I got home, then I told her. Shit was wild,
How
bro.
your mom took all of this?
Same thing. I didn't tell my mom to the day following up the day before I left for my flight to Turkey. That's when I really told her what was happening because I didn't want her to panic either. She already get a certain way when I leave to go overseas for long periods of time. Even when I used to go to prep school, when I used to
Right,
leave for long periods of time, she used to feel a certain way. So I never really tell her that shit.
right.
Yeah, I ain't want her to worry.
How much did your faith grow throughout this process?
Oh, it was crazy, bro. From us not eating to even me to now, like when I'm hungry and I'm like, yo, I'm starving or my stomach on the gate. I say little funny things like that. I don't even say that shit no more, bro, because I know how it really feels to not have food. And then when we finally went to go get food with the Lebanese coach, the young coach, and we was tearing the food up, yo, we was so thankful that he even bought us to get food. Like he had no idea. He didn't have no idea that was going on, but how we was eating and let him know what was going on, that what we was going through, he didn't have no clue that we was going through that shit. So the whole time we was just so thankful to even get some food. I think we had like 4 salads or some shit. Then had like a bunch of chicken shawarma, like Arab
Right,
shit,
right.
and we were just tearing it up, bro. So, but the whole time we would just we thanked them every bite we had of the food. Like, yo, thank you for even like bringing us here to get some food, bro. Like for real, you don't even know how much this shit mean.
Right,
But I know how that shit felt, and to go like 3 days and not eat nothing, literally, like we eating Pringles
right.
and noodles, bro.
I feel like throughout this process, you know, you were able to see the other side of it, and it happens, you know, more often than people think.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
happened a lot,
saying?
bro.
It's wild, bro. But was there ever a doubt that you wouldn't make it back?
Nah, I wasn't. I could have really booked my own flight, but I didn't want the team to feel like they had one up on me. Like I was gonna leave there with my money regardless of anything. Like that
Right,
wasn't. I could have booked my own flight and literally found my way to the airport. I wasn't even worried about that shit. But I really wanted to leave. But I wasn't gonna leave there without my money that I signed this contract. So y'all owe me this money. Regardless if I go to court or not, y'all still gotta pay me this money. I just didn't wanna wait 5 or 6 years. You know what I mean? I don't know how much longer I got to play anyways. I'm already going this is my 12th year coming up, you know what I mean? So like 6 years from now, I might not even be playing. So I'm
right.
like, I gotta at least get half my money now. But I
Yeah,
had yeah,
that's a crazy business model,
yeah,
or
bro.
whatever the hell they got going on over there. And I appreciate you coming on here and telling, parts of your story. And we've known each other since the Sandlot. You feel
Yeah,
me?
bro.
Like 13, 12 years old. So you know what I'm saying? I through the grace of God, you made it back. I'm super thankful. But yeah, bro, even my aunt, she was like, wait, what? I'm like, yo, I was sitting there stuck, like, yo, Brish just called me and said all of this. And she's like, wait, what?
No,
He's
bro.
where? I'm like, he's here, okay? I'm like, yo, like, I couldn't even send you money. Like, I was like, yo, what do you need? Like, yo, bro, I can't even take it out.
Couldn't even take it out.
Right,
No, I mean, it's not like I even have my own money. I just couldn't even, it's no banks, bro.
right,
There's literally no banks there. So it was no, I don't even know, bro. I don't know. By the grace of God, bro, I ended up being in the black market and finally got some money off a credit card, bro. Like literally, he had the machine and he gave me cash from the shit. But there's no banks out there. You can't even get money. Like it was like, it felt like, and I make a lot of money, bro. I have money, bro. I couldn't even, yo, we had 12 hours to our name, bro. And that shit wasn't worth nothing. That shit wasn't worth, bro. We had Pringles, literally 2 packs of Pringles, Nutella, and crackers, bro, and soda. I don't even drink soda. Dead ass.
it's crazy.
That shit was wild, bro. That shit was wild.
So what's next?
Honestly, I'm going back to Taiwan, bro. Like I'm done with that market of basketball. I don't even play in that market of basketball, but I just know how it could get ugly. That's why I don't go anyways. You feel me? But
Right.
yeah, I'm
But
just
what other situation have you been in, or have you seen, or have you heard of that had you like on point?
I never even that's my first situation I had like that. I never been in a situation with I'm lying. I played in Europe. I played in Lithuania and I went during COVID. So when I went to Lithuania during COVID, my cousin had got locked up and he got locked up. He went to ICE because he was born in London and he was flying country to country with me. And one day he came back from Jamaica, I think on vacation. They asked for his passport one day and then a week later, they told him to come pick his passport up from the embassy. When he went, ICE locked him up. And he was down for like 9 months or some shit like that. But during that time, I had signed to go to Lithuania. And while I was there, Lithuania is like it's like a racist country. You know, they don't really like black people like that. It was tough to even go to the supermarket getting certain shit because they look at you a funny way, or they'll tell you don't really be outside after 7:30, 8 o'clock. You know, because if they see you outside, they're gonna report it to the media or the news, and the news gonna make a big deal about it. It was just so much out there. So when I was out there, I had it in my contract. If the team is late 30 days, they gotta pay me my full payment for the whole year, my full salary, and I get to go home. The team literally waited to the 29th day. They would pay me money, but then underpay me what I was actually supposed to get. So during that time, I would sit out like, yo, fuck it, I ain't even gonna practice, I ain't gonna play till I get my money. I used to sit out. They used to find me. They used to find me money on top of underpaying me. That's the last time I even had a situation like that, bro. That's the last time I had or even been in a situation like that. So that's where it came from, bro, for real.
Sheesh. And you're heading out this Friday
Mm-hmm.
back to Taiwan,
Taiwan, like my second home, bro.
right? C-Mac.
Yeah, so see, Mac, that shit come from the Philippines, but yeah, they call me that there too.
Yeah.
That's like my second home, bro. It's just lovely out there.
How's that Jubilee, some of that fried chicken, whatever.
Jollibee,
Jollibee, there you go.
Jollibee. Yeah, that's from the Philippines, but I never had it out here. I think they got it in Manhattan now.
Yeah, I heard it.
I think they got
My
two.
girl was talking about it.
I know they got a place by me in Bayonne. I didn't really have it in Bayonne. I heard they got it out here in Manhattan somewhere. I never had it here yet,
Right,
but out there it's different.
right,
That's like the best fried chicken I had. Yeah, bro.
right. So, how'd you get the courage to just sign the next contract?
Well, I mean, I've been playing. I played in, like I said, Asia's my market. I played in Asia for the 7 years now, maybe. And this would be my 4th year playing in Taiwan. This would be my 3rd team. But I love Taiwan. I got a big fan base there. It's it's super clean. People's respectful. My kids love it there. So it was a no brainer for me.
Right, right. And how'd you pivot from your time like, okay, my time in the NBA is over?
That shit came when that happened in 2018. At this time, I was with my last team was Detroit. After I left the Wizards, I was with Detroit for like 2 months, and then I didn't. I was going to training camp with Detroit, and I remember the coach told me at the time with Dwayne Casey. He's the coach, the Raptors back in the days. At the time, he was like, "Yo, like, um, you're gonna take." I forgot the guy's name. They had a power forward, John Law, white dude. He was a 6'10" pick and pop player. He was hurt at the time. He's supposed to be hurt for the whole year. So they like, yo, you gonna replace him for his spot. So I'm like, okay, cool. I work hard for this shit. You know what I mean? He was telling my agent I'm one of the best players outside of Reggie Jackson, outside of Blake Griffin on the team at the time. So I was hyped about that shit, about the opportunity. And then the day before I even leave to go back to Asia, that dude's spot, who I'm supposed to be taking, he's back on the court doing 5-on-5. They telling me he's supposed to be out for the whole year. He's playing 5-on-5 with us. So I'm like, I already know this is the bullshit right here. It's about to happen. Um, I'm not about to get signed again. So I'm like, fuck it. Let me see what's out there. Team for China hit me up that same day. Yo, offered me 1.5, bro. China. And I'm like, that shit tax free. I was out, bro. Because I wasn't about to get signed again. So I'm like, I got to take this shit. And ever since I took that China deal, I just been in Asia ever since, bro.
Right,
Ever since.
right. So, I'm happy to see you. How long you gonna be going for now?
Should I get back? This shit ends end of May, maybe. If
Oh
you
shit.
if you go to the shit, maybe like the first week of June. So I'm out for the whole school year, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. And when do your kids come visit?
They normally come in like Christmas time.
Right.
Christmas time, yeah.
And how do you do it being apart from them so much?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I'm used to it. I think that the prep school life got me like this, bro. Like
Right.
just being away from home, being away from family. I'm just used to it. Like they know what it is. They know that I'm away playing basketball, doing what I love. You know what I mean? They still support me. My son watched the games. If he's going to school at a certain time, my games be on 7 in the morning, but he live in Dallas, so he's catching the game before he going to school,
Right.
or he's watching highlights at lunchtime, he's sending me certain highlights, so he still get to watch it. He still watch on YouTube, so
Right.
it's not really hard, bro. Honestly, they used to it by now. I'm used to it by now, so
Right.
yeah. I'm just happy he left Taiwan, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be praying for y'all, man. I'm gonna
nah, for
be
sure, bro.
catching up with you. You know, we're gonna drop this real soon, and we're gonna be in touch, man. I'm super thankful, you know, that the God favored you and you're back and you're healthy and going out to that season. And, you know, we gonna get Slice of Excellence going when you get back. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Definitely make it happen. But I'm thankful for your time and I
for
appreciate you,
sure,
man.
bro.
And you know I love you, my boy.
I'm ready, my boy. Ready.
Absolutely, man. So
Yeah.
listen, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. Make sure y'all stay tuned and tap in. Definitely follow him on Brisk Uno. You know what I'm saying? On all social media platforms. Check out his career, check out his games. He's my brother from childhood. And you know, man, you know, chasing the dream. You know, sometimes
Still
you end up
chasing,
in
bro.
crazy situations and you know, it's a horror story from overseas and you know, people gotta do good business, but you know, sometimes, you know, life gonna be life, man, you know, and you know, you got to be thankful, man. Definitely be thankful and appreciative of
Yeah,
every opportunity. And somebody always got it worse, you know, so you never know what can happen out there. But definitely keep your eyes and your ears open and definitely keep your faith, man. Stay close to God at all times. So wishing everybody a healthy and happy school year. Parents, tighten up. You know what I'm saying? You might have to give a few weekends of going out to make sure the homework and everything is going the way it's supposed to.
facts.
And, you know, just be parents, man. You know, it's getting crazy out there. You know, you got to grab your children and keep them close. You know what I'm saying? Curfews is back in order. You may have to give yourself a curfew as a parent. You know
No
what I'm saying?
bullshit,
Because it
bro.
starts with us, man. The bullshit ain't always on the teachers and the kids. It's a community. Feel me? So we got to keep that community going, man. So make sure we like, subscribe, comment, and make sure we stay tuned. Peace.
Ready, bro.